Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful viewers of Break at the Apex. Welcome back to another episode. And yes, we are still in the same clothes. Don't be judgmental. In any case, Graham, BT, are you guys well this
I'm good,
evening?
thanks, but I love that energy. I love
Guys,
that
don't.
energy.
Yeah, well, guys, don't forget to tap the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe down below and don't forget to ding that bell. And let's get straight into the funniest episode of the week that will be on your YouTube feed. Okie dokes. So, BT, I'm going to start off with you, my good friend. What was your moment of the week for the Ferrari dominated Australian
Uh,
Grand Prix?
my moment of the week was when it was FP2, where the Ferraris were just going purple sectors in every sector. And that was my moment of the weekend, to be honest with you. It was lovely to see. It was quite nice to see at that point they were faster than the RB, the not the RBs, the Red Bulls. So that's so that's my moment of the week. I quite enjoyed that session, to be honest with you.
You know that meme? The moment he knew. You know that meme? That was that. The moment he knew
Absolutely.
something was up.
Okay, Graham, yours?
Right, okay, so my moment of the week was pretty simple. George Russell binned it into the wall. That was funny. Let's move on.
Okay, now my moment of the week actually is something that not one, but again, it just shows that Fernando Alonso is absolutely brilliant behind the steering wheel of any racing car. When Perez caught up to the back of Alonso's Aston Martin, Alonso didn't really try to defend from Perez. But for 12 laps, he sat in the DRS of that Red Bull, trying to just stick with him for if something happened in front, that he was also there to capitalize. And we know that Aston Martin is not close to what the Red Bull is, but Alonso made sure that he stayed in that damn DRS. And that for me was just racing at its finest. And I loved every single lap of that.
I didn't see
Cool.
that.
I gotta be honest. I was a bit rude with my moment. Now the moment wasn't that he binned it into the wall. The moment was the wizardry that magically, like Alonso had this wizardry, and it just sort of, all of a sudden, Russell's brakes disappeared. So it was just like a bit of magic play, and I enjoy that. Like as a kid, I enjoyed watching like magic shows and stuff. So like Alonso performing some stuff, it's like really cool.
Alonso, Voodoo Lounge, my guy, Voodoo Lounge. But in any case, let's move on to the blooper of the weekend. And Graham, I'm going to let you take the lead on this one.
There's these guys in Formula One currently driving bricks, and I mean like, like proper bricks. But then there's also these other guys that are losing nuts every race as well. So I don't actually know which one is worse, but I'm gonna go with the guys that's driving bricks, because like they're really bad. Like
Good
at least
choice.
the guys, at least the guys losing nuts, at least if they can just get their nuts right, they can be okay still. But the guys that are racing bricks, they don't have any hope really.
Hey, in Formula One, it's not about getting your ducks in a row. Clearly, it's about getting your nuts in a row.
You see these colors. The colors have changed. But we were talking about Alpine. If you guys didn't know, we were talking about Alpine. The brick drivers.
Awesome. Okay, BT, your blooper of the week.
Oh, sorry, BT. Before you go, I've got to ask you a question. Does like Ocon and Pierre Gasly have to have like their code 14 or code 10 licenses?
I don't know.
Like in South Africa, code 10, code 14 is like your truck license.
Yes, that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Anyways, let's carry on.
Never mind. BT, your blooper of the week.
Right, we don't get the joke. Anyway.
Somebody out there gets it, okay? Let's move on.
Yeah, no, for me it's simple, dude. It's the silver arrows. Horrible weekend.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, there's not really, when it comes to Mercedes, Alpine, and Sauber, there really isn't much to say except where were they and what happened. Mercedes were there because Russell actually tried to smooth operate himself, and the only thing he met was the magnetic gravel and the wall. But besides that, it really wasn't a weekend to brag about for any of those teams. But honestly, for me, and Graham, I'm sorry to do this to you, but like I didn't even. Honestly, I was more focused on Logan Sargent, and he wasn't even racing. My blooper of the weekend is Daniel Ricciardo. Like, where was he? Where did he decide to take Bottas as an inspiration for let's just show up and drive the car and then not do anything with it?
I've stopped talking about Daniel Ricciardo, bro. I'm just quiet. I stopped. I'm done.
At this point, I think you're taking the piss, mate, because he did make up 5 places in the race. So
and
I'm not
3
sure.
of them were retirements.
Yeah, but he still made up the places. He was still in the position to make up the places. He still beat the Alpines. He still beat the Saubers. He made a plan. It wasn't the best, but it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, it's just a pity that Hulkenberg doesn't race for either one of the Mercedes, Alpine, and Sauber teams, because quite frankly, they all have one thing in common. They all suck balls. And it's terrible to watch. I mean, Mercedes is just woeful at this point. Going back to Ricciardo, look, mate, I can defend him if I want to. I'm not going to. Look, he did make up some places. I didn't think it was that bad, if I'm honest with you. But at the same time, I'm ready for Lawson, man. He can come. He can come. Lawson would have been with or better than Yuki, which would have been better than 6 or 7, 8 points, whatever Yuki got. So, to be quite frank, I can defend him. It wasn't the worst Ricciardo performance we've seen in the last recent years. So, like I said, at this point, I feel like you're taking the piss with me, but still, I'm ready for Lawson to come, man.
Okay, honestly, it wasn't it wasn't meant in a way to just go down your throat because you're a Ricciardo lover. The thing for me is just, I know it wasn't the worst weekend from Ricciardo, but compared to Yuki, who everybody thought was going to get trounced this year, is doing exactly to Ricciardo what everybody thought was going to happen to him, and that for me is comical.
To be fair though, let's it is his own fault. Granted, it is his own fault. To be fair, Daniel's qualifying lap was not far behind Yuki. He did go over the line, so he got his lap deleted, but it wasn't. And this is that's what we spoke about in the last episode, about him saying that he's pushing too hard, and he shouldn't be. That's when he said it, when he was talking about his qualifying lap going over the line. If he could just stick in the line, I still think he's got some pace there. He just had to stick in the line. But whatever. I mean, you know what, Ricciardo, I love you, mate, but just let's bring Lawson in. Like, let's stop donating to the pensioners club, and bring some of the young guns in, man.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there. But okay, Graham, I'm gonna hand my episode, my love, my baby, to you quickly, because there's a certain thing that I forgot, and I apologize.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, this is me. Cool, prediction recap. So basically, we do our top 3 predictions and a best of the bottom 5 prediction, right? So, our top 3 predictions, BT, you went with Leclerc, Max, and Perez. So, by calculation, you can do your own maths. How many points do you think you should be getting for that? Now, you should get 1 point, because Leclerc... Where did Perez end?
5th.
Right, okay, never mind. You don't get a point for that. But you do get a point for Leclerc. You get 1 point. So, yeah, we'll give you one little measly point there. That's very nice. Cute, man. That's cute. Why is it not? There we go. Then we'll move on to me. We'll leave the best for last. We'll move on to me. I went with Max, Leclerc, and Sainz. So, again, I'm also going to get 2 points there for Leclerc. But 0 because Sainz was 2 away, not 1 away. So I get 0 for him and 0 for Max, because Max is terrible. Couldn't even finish a race. Can you believe it? I mean, honestly, Ferrari need to stop this domination. It's ruining the sport. It's honestly making the sport boring to watch. And quite frankly, I think that FIA need to intervene, because we can't have Ferrari dominating like this. It's just not right. And this domination needs to stop. We can't have it in F1. Anyways, let's...
You're busy infuriating. It's so many toxic fans right now, and I love it.
Let them get angry, man. Let them get angry, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Ben, I
I'm
can't.
not. I'm not gonna lie. I
Okay.
am so for FIA intervening in Ferrari dominance, not Red Bull dominance. That's different. But like in Ferrari. Anyways, let's move on.
Okay, now here's
To
the
be
part
fair,
where I'm supposed to not look smug.
to be fair, they did interfere with Ferrari dominance in 2022 when they told Ferrari they had to change their ride heights because Ferrari were doing quite well up until that point. Anyways, let's move on.
True.
Cool. Now we'll move on to Dirk. Dirk was the star of the show today, where he went for Sainz and
Trust
Leclerc
your team.
first and second, so he gets a good 4 points. And the only reason why he's getting 4 and not 6 is because his third position he went for Max, which again, guy can't even finish a race. I don't know why we would put him on our podium. Anyhow, I'm not going to leak our points, guys. I think the best is that we just go through it halfway through the season. We can recap, and then at the end of the season, we'll go through it again, just so that you guys get surprised when you watch it. Then you're surprised as we are. Not that we surprised us. I've got the points. Anyways, let's cool.
Me and BT will be surprised.
BT, who did you go for? Bottom 5 teams you went for?
The Haas boys.
Great, you went for Haas, and Haas to be quite a good one for you. Sorry. Let's move on.
BT deserves that point, like, honestly.
Yeah. BT, okay, so myself and Dirk went for Williams, which wasn't a bad shot, eh? That was quite close. Williams was just behind the Haas boys. Technically, Haas was not the better one. RB was... something's muted here. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, technically, Haas was not the better team. It was RB. But because Haas was better than Williams, who we chose, we'll give BT a sweet little point. There's little... for getting almost 0 points in the driver top 3 predictions. We'll give him a nice little consolation prize here with the bottom 5 teams. Which, to be fair, he is winning that championship. So, we might need to make a plan there. Anyways, that is it for the predictions section. So, we'll get on to the driver ratings now, and Dirk will go through that with us. So, Dirk, please lead the way.
Mr. Producer is back. Okay, let's get into it straight away, guys. So, okay, let's start off with the obvious one. Max Verstappen for Red Bull. Honestly, it wasn't Max's fault, but I mean, when else in the season are we going to be able to give Max a down? Or at least keep him equal?
Hang on, whoa.
Here we go.
Definitely an equal. Hang on,
infuriation has commenced.
Definitely, there's no chance I'm allowing you guys to go down. I'm sorry. There's no chance. You can't grade the guy, man. He went out in the second lap. What are you talking about?
But why did he keep his foot on the brake pedal? I mean, the freaking thing exploded heading into the pit lane.
Mate, that's from the heavy sandbags. That's from the heavy sandbags that they've been carrying around all flipping season.
And that is not Max's fault. He's not supporting the sandbag system.
Doug, you go first. What do you say?
No, you know what, BT? No, don't go. You know what BT's doing? He's going to do whatever you do. He's going to do whatever you do. I know it. I know it.
What do you say? What do you say?
Okay, to be honest, I know it wasn't Max's fault, but I'm not giving. I'm going to keep him equal. I won't give him a minus, but I'm going to keep it equal.
BT's disappointed now. He was hoping you were going to minus because he was going to do it for the shits and giggles. Because that's how he operates, this guy. Nah, guys, this is fair. Listen, remember, by the end of the season, we need to show the viewers by the end of the season a representable table on who's the best and the worst driver.
Stop it.
No. BT?
Oh, come on, BT. That's a bit unfair. Max literally didn't do anything wrong.
Graham will do it to you.
No, I won't. What?
Graham will do it to you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Okay. Dirk?
Okay, so Graham, what are you saying?
No, I said we keep him the same. I mean, I've already marked it
Okay,
down on my
BT?
page because I was that confident.
I mean, yeah, I don't care. Whatever you guys do.
Okay, on to Mr. Mexican Siesta, Sergio Perez. I honestly,
I don't know. That's a tough
it's
one
it's a hard one
because they said that he had floor
because he
damage.
didn't have a bad race, but it's just he didn't really have the greatest pace.
Yeah, but they also said he had floor damage, so I don't know what
Yeah.
that pace is. So I don't know. But if he had floor damage, which is what has been said, then we've got to give him the same, surely.
The thing is, he made some incredible overtakes. But okay, Graham, your rating, up, equal, or down?
I'm gonna keep him the same. Honestly.
Okay, so stay. BT,
Yeah, I'm with Graham.
you keep it the same. BT has
now he's
turned
with
against
me.
me.
Yeah, you see now.
BT has turned against his fellow Ferrari
So
fan. I can
because
see it happening.
No, you
But
started
also, I would
first.
keep it this.
You started. The Verstappen was perfect, bro. You
Yeah.
messed it up.
you took away all his trust at that point, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it this way, eh? I'm Mr. Producer right now, and I managed to mess with both of you
Yeah, okay.
with the first driver.
Fair enough. This is an orchestrated event. This is terrible. Anyways, move on.
In any case, let's move on. The team that had a perfect weekend. Let's start with Mr. Charles Leclerc. BT?
Down.
Oh wow, BT wants
Down.
to go. Oh wow,
Minus.
down for Charles.
Down.
Wait, hang on. I
The
want to.
second
No, hang on.
time. No, listen. Wait, before you talk. Wait.
Yeah,
wait.
I want to ask you to explain it.
The second time that his setup is not good. Second time.
Is it the setup that's not good, or is it the car he's not comfortable with?
I don't really care at this point. It's the second time. So I'm saying down.
I feel like BT is a bit hurt at the moment, if I'm really honest. Like he's taking
Yeah,
this.
BT is acting out of range.
He's taking this personally. Listen, when we get to Daniel Ricciardo, I know you're gonna grill me, so just give me a chance. But he's taking this personally for sure.
Down.
Graham,
Down.
Graham, that hat is gonna start levitating soon, and all we're gonna hear is "Kami Kami Ha."
Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna go with the same. I think going down is quite harsh. He did come second. He was catching Sainz in the last stint. He was doing quite okay. And he had to battle it out with Norris, and he came out on top. So it's not like it was an easy run for him. He had to work for it. So I'm not gonna give him a +1 just because. If I give Carlos Sainz a +1 for his efforts, I can't give Leclerc a +1. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to give Leclerc the same. I think he did a superb job, but he didn't outdo himself. He just did a great job.
For me, honestly, it's going to be the first time we all three disagree, because I honestly think, considering how much Leclerc was struggling and what he achieved, he deserves an up, in my personal opinion.
Oh my goodness.
Sainz didn't beat him, didn't win the race by 30 seconds. He didn't do a complete max. And Charles still managed to, with the team strategy, to stay in front and also get in front of one McLaren and stay in front of both of them.
Okay, so
I think it was a pretty good job.
Okay, so we have to make a call here, right? So this is the part where we have to debate. So whilst we're on that topic on a debate, I've got to ask you one question, Dirk. And the only reason I'm going to ask you the question is because it's the same thing that I just said now, right? If you compare Leclerc's race to Sainz, no, just do this for me. If you compare Leclerc's race to Sainz, does Leclerc deserve the same rating as Sainz? Simple as that.
He doesn't, but it's not off by far. It wasn't I don't think it was a performance that deems just to keep him equal. It was still a pretty darn good performance, in my opinion. And I think there's nothing wrong with giving both drivers an up.
There isn't. I can't see a day where Leclerc was anywhere near Sainz this weekend as a whole. So I feel like giving him a plus, the same as doing Sainz injustice, because you're telling me that Sainz was on the same level as Leclerc when he was clearly much faster and much better.
Are you sure? Are you sure the entire weekend?
I wouldn't say much faster. I would say more consistent Big difference, but okay.
Okay.
For the sake of keeping the video going, I'll
BT.
go with keep him the same.
No, but you don't have to change. I mean, me and BT can also, you know.
I think BT is a bit harsh, though.
I think BT is super harsh, if I'm really honest. But I mean, he's also hurt though. I mean, I can see it. Like you can see it. He's a bit hurt. So it's kind of
what? Hurt about
like
what?
you heard from Leclerc's bad performance. You know what I mean? Like you just heard that
It's
Leclerc's
not
getting
being
beaten.
hurt. Do you know what?
You heard
It's
by Leclerc being beaten by Sainz.
wait. It's so classic is when I'm trying to be fair and I'm saying to Leclerc he didn't perform well, and all of a sudden I'm hurt. So do you want me to be biased or you want me to say he didn't perform well? What do you want me to do?
I just want you to give a fair representation of his
I just
race.
gave you. I just
Okay.
gave. He was, to me, he was not on par. Down. Don't be arguing with it.
Okay, I'm gonna be the one to change here. I'm gonna go with Dirks Plus because
Congratulations.
I certainly think he deserves way more than a minus. I don't think he deserves a plus either, but I'm willing to go with the plus. So Leclerc +1.
Yay.
Okay. Okay, Carlos Sainz, I think this is an easy one. It's this. There's not really need to debate about it. I think it's up from all of us.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, clear up. Okay. Oh, here we go. Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton, down.
Can't grade the guy really. I'm gonna keep him the same.
No, but his whole weekend was
He's
way behind Russell, and the car just decided, I feel like you. Let's just switch off.
But his whole season's been like that. Like at this point, I think. I mean, Mercedes have openly said it. His car is an experiment at the moment. They're experimenting with his car. So, to be quite frank, I don't feel like it's his fault. I think that they have strapped him, not strapped him purposefully, but just in a sense where it's like, okay, you're gonna experiment for us, which is what he did in the first year that George drove with him, if you remember. And he only started beating George properly later in the year as well. So,
yeah,
I mean, I still think he's better than George. I'm not going to lie to you. I know it doesn't look like it, but if his car genuinely is the experimental car, then I'm keeping him the same.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, BT, you're the deciding factor.
Keeping him the same.
Okay, so Lewis.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Lewis stays the same. George Russell.
I mean,
bit of a tough one.
He was having a pretty good race, and he looked pretty fast until
Voodoo Lounge.
Until he got brake checked. Yeah, exactly. Until Alonso took out his wand, and abracadabra in the wall. I don't know.
Okay, wait. Let's start with BT. BT, what do you think for Russell?
I don't know, because I don't want to be too harsh, as other people say.
All of a sudden now you don't want to be harsh.
No, because people have an issue with it. I don't know why.
Nah, this guy's really hurt now.
Okay.
Now he's proper hurt.
Okay, you might be surprised. Give your honest answer.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep him the same, bro. I mean, he's having a good weekend. I mean, you're extracting a lot out of that car. We know it's not a good car.
Yeah.
He's having a good race until he done what Russell does. So I'm just gonna keep him the same.
Cool.
Okay.
Dirk?
Honestly, a big part of me wants to give him a down, but he still did well until he decided to play make out with the wall. So I think it's fair to keep him equal. Let's keep George equal.
We're saying he bended in the wall, but technically it was Alonso's fault. I mean, the FIA document says.
Oh, let's take your documents and flush them down the toilet. I do not care.
The document says says Alonso was at fault. He got 20 seconds for it. Well, he actually got a drive-through penalty. He got a drive-through penalty, but they didn't have a McDonald's, so they gave him a 20 seconds.
Vendetta against Fernando. In any case, let's move on.
Okay.
McLaren. Lando Norris.
+1 for the pair of them. From me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
+1 for both of them, bro. That's Let's not even waste time.
Okay. Lando is definitely, I think, deserves an up. Oscar, I would have kept the same because of his mistakes, and but even though the big mistake was at the end, he still had a few lockups and stuff that I feel degraded his performance. But okay, so let's
You're not
offer them
wrong.
both because
You're not wrong, but can I ask you a question? What's Daniel
Mm-hmm.
Ricciardo's highest position in Australia?
I honestly can't remember because it's been so long since he's actually scored anything there. Sorry, that was not made to be harsh, but honestly, the last time he scored there, he was in a Red Bull.
I opened myself up to that one. I was looking for that answer, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Sometimes we need to open up for some banter. I was looking for that answer. Let me just quickly check it quickly. I want to just fact check this.
I think it was a P5.
But
if I have to be, I honestly can't remember, but I think it was 5th.
Yeah. What is Daniel Ricciardo's highest finish in Australia? It looks like I'm gonna have a deep dive here. So, finished fourth. Okay, finished fourth. So
I guess Oscar matched him.
Daniel finished
his best performance.
But now Daniel was in the peak of his career in a Red Bull, that was winning races as well that same year, right? So, I mean, P4 to me is a pretty good achievement for a lighty who's in his second year. You know, he's like, I like. Dirk, don't get me wrong. I agree with the fact that, you know, when a guy makes a mistake, you need to penalize him at some point. But we're talking about a guy who's been in, it's his second year. That they're going to make mistakes. He's going to make a mistake. He's still young. He's still So, but the fact that he's still got a P4 out of that, oh, bro, I don't know. But I mean, yeah.
No, okay. The thing is, I'm looking at it now the way you looked at the whole Charles Carlos situation, and for me, it was just giving Lando an up and also Oscar after the mistakes seems a bit bad, but you both voted for up, so both the McLaren drivers are getting an up.
I don't know why we're arguing. The decision was already made.
Gee, thanks, okay? Gee, thanks. In any case, let's move on to honestly still the best driver in Formula One today and the team Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso.
But he also got a 20-second penalty for putting Bin Laden in.
I don't care. Okay. I don't care. I'm going with an up. Graham.
I'm going to go with, besides his penalty, besides his dodgy maneuvers, I'm going to go with an up. I think he was a classic. I think he was classic. The drive for this weekend was an absolute Alonso masterclass again.
Yeah. PT?
Does it really matter?
It doesn't, no.
No, but still, I want to hear your opinion, though.
Yeah, no, it's an up. I mean, to be honest with you, I really never paid attention to Alonso's race, to be honest with you. The only time I was looking at him was when he was in between fights with Perez, which he was doing well with that. But he's driving the Aston Martin, and he's making the best out of it. And he managed to finish P5 before the penalty he got. So it's an up. I mean, it's Alonso. There's no debate. Yeah.
Okie dokes. Let's go to the driver that least deserves to be in Formula One right now, and Lance's personal favorite besides Daniel Ricciardo, Lance Stroll.
No, hang on. Sargent is the one that least deserves to be in Formula One right now. Don't bring Lance Stroll into this conversation.
To be honest, Sargent didn't even drive, and he was a bigger topic of conversation than Stroll. So that's the only answer you need.
Stroll again, tough one for me. I think he did great, but at the same time, the problem here, the problem here is I don't want to rate a driver based on his own ability. I want to rate a driver based on the ability to do well. He did a great job, but he should be doing a great job. He should be behind Alonso. Do you get what I'm trying to say here? It's like, yeah, we can give him a +1 because he was behind Alonso, and you know because it's Lance Stroll. It's like, that must have been a good drive for him but he should be behind Alonso. So in that case, I think I'm just gonna give him just stays the same for me.
BT?
Stay the same. I have nothing to say. Stroll. Yeah, I have nothing to say.
Actually, Graham, for once, considering how well he drove and the whole battle that he had with the horses and with Yuki, And he was the one that was on the eldest tires. Just so, by the way, I actually wanted to give Lance an up, but the council has voted, so he stays the
Okay,
same.
can I just say something? You
Yeah?
wanted to give him an up because he was battling with one guy that's driving a brick, another guy that's driving a truck, and another guy that's driving what we thought was going to be the wooden spoon. Come on. He shouldn't be
Honestly,
battling with them. He should be battling with Alonso and the Mercedes.
But the only reason Alonso wasn't there was because he pitted under the safety car. Before the VSC, Alonso and Hamilton's battle were not far ahead of them.
Fair enough, but anyways.
Alonso got that gap. He saved, what was it? I think Crofty said 12 seconds with that VSC.
Yeah,
That's
is
a big
true.
jump.
That is true. He did, yeah. He did. Anyhow, you got
Stroll would have
outvoted,
been
so
there.
sorry, Mr. Ferrari.
Yeah. Well, you just screwed yourself because you're the Lance lover, not me.
I mean,
In any case, guys, let's move on to Pep Special. I mean, Visa Cash App Red Bull. Okie dokie.
Aston Martin,
So,
baby.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Oh, +1 all day. Not even going to argue about this one.
Okay, BT.
All day.
Okay, yeah, we agree on that one. It's an up for Yuki. Daniel stealing a seat from Liam Lawson Ricardo. BT.
Yeah. Nah, down, dude. Down.
Okay,
Yeah.
Graham.
There's no point really. Because
No, come on.
well, I'm
maybe I surprised you.
I'm gonna go stay the same because he did make up 5 places. Well, he made up 2 places. 3 places were given to him. But the point is that he wasn't. It wasn't as bad as the week before. If I gotta put it to you like that. So I'm gonna keep him the same. Yeah. I mean, exactly, Dirk. It just and to be quite fair, hey, at the end. He was catching Albon really quickly, and he got to the back of Albon just as he got DRS zone. They hit the back mark. They hit the. They were the back markers. Sorry.
They hit the VSC.
They hit the.
Stop.
They hit the guys coming through on it. They were lapping. They were getting lapped. And he went from 1 second back to like 3 seconds, and then he caught up again. And then he got another 2 cars coming through, and then he went back again. So had it not been for those cars, he possibly could have gotten past Alex as well. So to be fair, like I really don't think his race was all that bad. His qualifying was terrible just simply because he was on pace, but he made the mistake. That's his own stupidity, his own fault. But in the race, I don't think it was like that bad. It was, for me, it was a mediocre race, but it wasn't a terrible race. That's just my opinion, though.
Okay, well, Graham, for once, your defense of Daniel Ricciardo actually makes sense to me. Besides his qualifying mistake, he didn't slightly go wide. He yeeted it to Japan. Well, he tried at least. He was so far wide. But besides that, he really, really tried to make a good recovery in the race. Yuki still trounced him. But like you said, it wasn't an utterly terrible type of performance. So I will actually keep Daniel the same.
Thanks, man. You know that he's still the lowest on this list. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's move on.
Yeah, I wonder why. In any case, on to Williams. Okay. Alex stole Logan's car, Grand Theft Auto style, L1. What do we go rating him, gents? BT?
Nah, I'm going to keep him the same, man. I mean, something special that he done.
Yeah.
He tried his best.
I agree.
I mean, it looked
The
like...
car just wasn't there this weekend. Like, the car was just hovering in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it just looks like that they don't have that straight line speed they had last season.
No.
It doesn't look like it's there anymore. So
well, that was the main reason why. It's the main reason why I picked Williams as the bottom 5, but because I thought that this was going to be the track for them. But clearly,
well, we thought the same about Saudi, and they also disappointed there. So kind of our own fault.
Did we say Williams? I said VCARB in Saudi. We both said VCARB.
Oh no, I also said Williams.
No, you didn't.
I'm stupid.
We said VCARB. Both of us did. I've got it in front of me. We both win VCARB.
Oh damn! I honestly thought I win Williams twice in a row.
I said.
But for this, he said Williams, and they did actually do okay there.
Oh, okay.
Well, they did better than VCARB.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Haas, yeah.
So you also staying the same for Alex Graham?
Yeah, but Logan gets a +1 for maturely handing over
Oh,
his seat. No,
obviously.
I'm dead serious. I know he didn't race.
You're actually
No, I'm dead
serious?
serious. I know he didn't. I know you guys can shoot it down if you want. I know he didn't race, guys, but let's be honest. He handled that very maturely. He made a nice little mature statement. I give him a +1, but
Yeah, I second that.
oh yeah, no, we give him.
Bloody hell, you two actually want to give Logan Sargent an up for not
It's
even
a
racing.
trap, right? You understand it's a trap, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's a trap,
Like-
but it's fine.
Okay, well, yeah, I know. It's probably the only +1 he's going to get the entire
Exactly.
season from you two.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take it. +1 for Logan Sargent. Let's go.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Smart, man.
Moving-
Quick thinking.
Moving on to the bricks.
No. Moving on to, we had the biggest budget to build a fast F2 car, Alpine. Pierre Gasly.
Oh, the truck drivers. Got you.
Yes, the code 14 drivers. Okay, Graham, you go first for Pierre.
Again, man, I don't know how to rate these guys.
Honestly, I know they try their best, but Gasly was in P7, and the next thing, literally 10 laps, he's 20 seconds behind 13th place. I can't give this guy anything but a down. I can't.
To be honest, I can't do anything other than just give him the same. I don't feel like he can do anything more with the car.
And he got a 5-second penalty.
And he smashed Ocon. So I don't know what more he can. Like, there's not much more he can do. Like, really, like it's not like he can do anything. I mean, he's literally driving. Listen.
This is faster.
I want to see.
This is faster.
I want
You
to
look
see
at
if I
this
can
cup, it's faster. It's actually got circular
You're
rotation.
stealing my joke now. You're stealing my joke now because I was looking for a brick. I was going to show you a brick and actually just say like, this brick is faster. Anyways, I don't know. I'm going to go with the same. I'm just going to say the same.
BT, you're the deciding factor. Are we downing Gasly or are we keeping him the same?
You know what? Let's be controversial. Down.
Okay. And for Ocon, for me, it's the same. Ocon had a horrible race. Like,
horrible.
I mean, okay, just hear me
At
out.
this point, Alpine
Both
in
the
general are going to be
Saubers-
worth minus.
No. Both the Saubers had 30+ second pit stops. How the hell was Ocon still behind them?
Thank you.
Come again?
Both the Saubers, both the lean, green, mean, trying to be a mean machine cars had 30+ second pit stops. Ocon still finished behind them. How? What did he do?
Because he's useless. I mean, that's the only explanation that I can give, really.
It's a down by
To
far
be fair,
for Ocon.
I'm
like double
not
down.
Ocon's biggest fan, so I mean, like, to be fair, I'm quite happy with it. Quite honest.
Yeah, me too. Down.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
If we could,
Alpine, we don't care anymore. And please pay back those celebrities that flip and finance the team.
yeah,
Pay
Ryan
them back.
Reynolds, my favorite actor.
absolutely.
You guys are actually taking him for a cut, yeah? No, guys.
Okay, moving on to the team that stole an Afrikaans name for a rabbit, Haas. Kevin Magnussen.
Only BT will laugh for such a joke, honestly.
Hey, I'm trying here.
I'm the only
okay?
dad.
So far, my stuff have been cracker.
I'm the only dad between the three of us, and you the one throwing dad jokes. No, that has to be crazy.
Hey, man, if it
Okay, sorry. Let's.
if it works, it works. It's not our fault you forgot your sense of humor with Max's brake discs,
Yeah, they burned to shreds today. Listen.
and they exploded clearly.
Yeah. Sorry.
Did you see when he went back to the paddock or to the team garage thing and he was actually shouting at someone and he was like, "Are you stupid?" Like literally, he was telling someone in the team that. Like I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like he literally told I think one of the mechanics. He was like doing this. Like, are you? I'm like, yo, Verstappen owns that team, bro. Like he walks around. Like he's the boss.
The guy is the boss, literally. He's just like, whatever I do, you do. Whatever I say, you do. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what he was saying. It's you could see on his lips. He definitely said the word stupid. But whether he was asking, whether you were saying it, to me, that I saw a clip with captions, and the captions was that he was asking the guy or he was telling the guy that something that had happened was stupid. Like he was saying, that is so stupid. Like he wasn't calling him stupid. He was saying that is so stupid. But I mean, I guess we'll never know. But I just had to clear his name there. I mean, he's not a... Anyways, let's move on.
Okay, just do your thing, man.
Okay. Kevin Magnussen, BT, you can go first.
The same. Nothing special.
Ooh.
Nothing wow.
Okay, Graham.
The same.
I don't know, mate. I'm inclined to give them both a plus.
I am with you on that one, because if it wasn't for Magnussen again with proper team tactics that gave Hulkenberg a certified point, if Russell didn't retire, Hulkenberg was guaranteed a point. Russell's retirement gave them both points.
Yeah.
And if they battled, they both would have lost the points. I actually want to give them both an up as well.
I'm going both of them an up as well. Cool.
Sorry, BT. Okie dokie. The last little piece of the pie. The club favorite car to arrive in the Kick Sauber. Valtteri Bottas. What are we saying, gentlemen?
Has he found his nuts yet?
No, they're still on Joe's side of the garage. They're still playing hide and seek. We are terrible.
You were looking for that sense of humor, and then the dirtiness started coming out. Anyways, Bottas, man, I don't know how to rate this team. I don't think they can. They're getting strapped by bad team work, not on their fault as well. I genuinely don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna keep them both the same.
The thing for me is, sorry, BT, before you go, I'm not going to give my rating though. The thing for me is they both were pretty. I know Joe started from the pit lane, but he really quickly caught up to the back of the pack, and him and Bottas were looking really racy. You can see that they're actually trying, but just nothing is working out for that team. So it makes it so tough to rate them. But BT, in any case, considering Graham did both, why don't you do both of them?
Yeah, I mean, Green Goblin, both. Does that make sense? That's quite small. Green Goblin, both.
Boy.
I don't know what you're talking about. What does Green Goblin and both got to do with each other?
No, it just means something to me. It doesn't mean that, Green Goblin.
I don't know, bro. I need whatever you're smoking, because clearly you're on a different...
No, don't say stuff like that. Don't say stuff like that in certain platforms. What's wrong with you?
Well, we just talked about Bottas losing his nuts on Joe's side of the garage. I really think a bit of smoking is not the end of the world.
Dude, what if my mother watches this? You know, BT, were you smoking? My mother doesn't know I smoke.
She knows now, because you just said my mother doesn't know I smoke. You could have just denied it, but now you carried on. Nah, ma'am. Nah, BT doesn't smoke, ma'am. If he is smoking, it's like old socks or something. Just.
Why do you call my mother ma'am? She come from England.
What am I supposed to call her?
Auntie.
Sissy.
What? That's so racist. That is so racist. My mother wasn't a domestic worker. My mother was a teacher for 35 years. Don't play with that here.
Okay. We are completely off topic.
Down or the same?
Your rating for Bottas and Joe. Okay, all the same. I think we keep them the same because there's no other way to rate them. And that has been this very, very late evening podcast. Do you guys want to give your final thoughts before we send the viewers on their merry way?
That was a long episode for this episode. BT must talk. He must stop talking so much. Honestly, the guy talking about like smoking and talking about all these things. He needs to stop that nonsense now.
You're not talking about smoking. I didn't say anything about smoking. Fuck you.
BT, bruh. You are sometimes the man. I love you, but you are so gullible. Sometimes you see the trap and you still walk into it.
Kind of like the Logan Sargent trap, hey Dirk?
Yeah, it's also like the Stroll trap. Money buys everything, clearly.
Some great PR work from Sergeant Logan, or Logan Sargent, whatever his name is.
Okay.
No, there goes my camera.
Anyway,
given up as well, ladies and gents.
catch you on our prediction show next week. Do not forget and buy a donkey. That's
Why do you
me.
want to buy a donkey when I have a car? I've got a car. I don't need a donkey.
Graham, you slandered me for the dad jokes. You are horrible.
Dude, they're funny.
Final thoughts, Mr. Red Bull fanboy.
Christian Warner Jr.
No. Fernando Alonso Jr. Get it right, boy. Get it right. Get it right.
No, sorry, that title has already been taken by Carlos Sainz.
That's fair. That's fair. Anyways, I don't have any final thoughts. My final thoughts is good night, and I hope you guys have a nice sleep. And I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so I'm gonna enjoy that while you guys work, I guess. So have fun.
I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, bugger you both. I'm a little off on Wednesday. Shush. In any case, guys, stop listening to these two old people. Thank you for watching. Remember to drop a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet done so. And we'll see you guys for the predictions video next week. See you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Won't lie. I keep forgetting to do the subscribe vibe in the episode that I do.